must go. The mirror reflects a face I no longer own. Heavy breathing beneath the company. A biome engine shifting into gear. Slapping on the glass of my rib cage. Ready to burn the script and flip the page. Beyond the mask of the morning routine. Something sharp and vivid and unseen. Kono Chikara is waking up tonight. There is a stranger dancing under my skin, tearing the floor where the borders begin. Not a shadow but a blinding flash of light. A different soul taking over the flight. Kimi no nakari another heart beats fast, breaking the mold of the hollow past. It is a fire wearing my name, and nothing ever is going to be the same. Taking motion stops dead in its tracks. Velocity rising through the spinal taps. I am watching my hands move on their own, occupying the throne I have never known. The shy demeanor of faded ghost. The passenger has become the host. Sudden clarity in the frantic heat. Total control at a frantic beat. Haunted knows who got time coming through. There's a stranger dancing under my skin, setting no door where the walls begin. Not a shadow but a bright and loud light. A distant soul taking over the flight. Kimi no naka ni another heart beats fast, breaking the mold of the hollow past. It is a fire wearing my name, and nothing ever is going to be the same. There is a stranger dancing under my skin, tearing the floor where the walls begin. Not a shadow but a blinding flash of light. A different soul taking over the flight. Kimi no naka ni another heart beats fast, breaking the mold of the hollow dust. It is a wild I wear my name, and nothing else is going to be the same. Give me the power to see what you've done. Shadow of fear. The shadow groove may never be undone.
Heat swings wide, check your face under a crescent moon. Beats hitting heavy like a sudden sharp monsoon. I am the crown of the abyss, the seventh name. Step to the circle, surrender to the flame. Crimson flows while the kodo snaps. Caught inside a booty's lethal trap. No hesitation, just flick the blade. Then watch the show of your spirit fade. Jigoku no soko kara hibiku kodo. Ware wa start off teni mo todoku doloro. Silver daggers fly through the smoke. Every shackle in the iron yo. Like the river, but I strike like the flint. Catch the shimmer of a demonic glint. I don't need a legion, just a rhythm in my soul. Swallowing the cosmos and the pieces of the whole. Kaze ga fuku saigo no tatakai no uta. Kagamatte ami no naka e kieta. The pressure is rising, the air is getting thin. Let the grand show of this battle's ending begin. Rise up from the ashes, and guardian of the thorns. Bow before the power of the ancient silver horns. Sekai no wari ni saku hana no yoni. Dancing through the chaos in a dark harmony. Feel the heavy impact of the demon as it cry. Nowhere く私の定め月の光さえも染める赤のため Elegant destruction in a high-speed chase Wiping every memory of a lesser human race Broken glass reflects all the choices that you make Frozen in the terror of a silent masquerade I am the leader of the cold nocturnal wind Paying for the ancient sins that never could be pinned Thunder in the valley where the lotus blossoms bloom I am the architect of your impending doom Sharp like the sword with the jagged carbon edge Standing on the summit of a crumbling rocky ledge 無限の彼方へと続くこの空 Everything is burning in the heat of my aura Style like a blizzard with the fury of a beast Invited to the table for a dark eternal feast 風が吹く最後の戦いの歌影は待って闇の中へ消えた The pressure is rising, the air is getting thin Let the grand show of this battle's ending begin Rise up from the ashes in the garden of thorns Bow before power, ancient silver horns 世界の終わりに咲く花のように Dancing through the chaos in the dark harmony Feel the heavy impact of the demoness slide Nowhere left to run and there is any pride この瞬間に全てをかける The destiny of ages is the burden that I carry Rise up from the ashes in the garden of the forest Bow before the power of ancient silver horns 世界を終わりに咲く花のように Dancing through chaos in the dark harmony Feel the heavy impact of the demoness stride No escape to run and there is nowhere left to hide この瞬間に全てをかける The destiny of ages is the burden that I bear Let's break it down, let's get it right The one named Astaroth is ending you tonight Hunting for a dream Longing for a space It's the same wish I've had Since the day I saw your face You may never know How far I will go To trace your heart Into my very bones Over the rainbow Steady high ho Right float with me You let's start the show I am a fighter Hunting for my dream But to you I'm not as strong as I seem I clench my fist, imagining your kiss. I step forward into the mist. I am the fighter, hunting for my dream, hunting for. But to you, I'm not as strong as I seem. I clench my fist, imagining your kiss. I step forward into the mist. Iron sky, blackened sun, Crows arrive, will be good. Fear the rain, cover all. Hear the name, hear the call. Malfas, kage no kishi. Malfas, kaze no ishi. Build a wall, higher still. Heed the call. Find a will. Malfas, kage no kishi. Malfas, kaze no ishi. Build a wall, higher still. Heed the call. Find a will. Malfas, rise again. Stone by stone, tower tall, crow on throne, never fall. Sharpest peak, tender lie, strong not weak, under sky. Kuroi hane, coming down, oh arine. Take the crown, summon now, ancient king, make the vow, let it ring. Malfas, kage no kishi. Malfas, kaze no ishu. Build a wall, higher still. Heed the call. Find a will. Malfas, find again. Malfas, kage no kishi. Malfas, kaze no ishi. Build a wall, higher still. Heed the call. Find a will. Senor, ravens are on the wing. Malfas. Hunting for a dream, longing for a space. It's the same wish I've had since the day I saw your face. You may never know how far I will go to trace your heart into my very bone. Over the rainbow, steady high home. Ride forth with me, let's start show. My fist
lucky ride has fine, but you were feeling lonely. Tell me what you see deep inside your soul. You only know who you are. I understand why you are afraid and scared. You've never hurt someone and haven't been hurt. You leave it all there on the other side of the frozen sea. I saw my dreams and my world. Take off your mask and be true to your heart. Trust yourself and fly away. Grant me the glorious light. Though I don't know how I'll do it without a fight. So we can be in a place where we wanna be. The things I want in life have no shape. So simply smash the final space, heading to unknown land. Until tomorrow, leave all my sorrows.
The moment when we finally face each other, silent chamber that sparks fill the sky. The passion's flying deep inside our feelings, touches our truth no one else could ever find. I want your heartbeat carved into me deeper, here where one man crosses both our lives. The cold edge of steel runs in my fingers. Old wounds we carry near, we're back our fast. We're running out of time for any words to linger. This rising impulse simply moves too fast. Too vivid now to ever call you techie. Beyond the pain, your light shone back at me. So stalling out within the raging storm, drawn together, no world turned upside down. No reason needed, instinct takes its structure. I reach the realms where all unknowns are sound. I wanna see much further in your eyes, as all the borders melt away and die. Not to compete, but to confirm what's true. Lonely warriors wait for dawn to rise. The sparks burn hot within our true hearts. You rewriting yesterday's burned paradigm. The one who found inside of me unseen was you fighting on the battlefield with me. The moment when our blades align, together, the silent shatters and the sparks ignite. The passion's laying deep within our gazes, touches a truth untouched by any sight. I want your heartbeat carved into me deeper, here where a man brings a path to life.
you've been touched by any size. I want your deep caution to me deeper. Here where I lay, dreams across the lines. Let's see what this dance will take us for. This seduction skill is what I love the most. So seduction skill is what I love the most.
My notion is absurd. They say belief takes certain nerve. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're all on the same road, making moves according to what we've heard and told. Yeah. If I can follow my own passion, I can make my own mode of action. You may think it's hard, but it's all about playing with your hands that's hard. I keep on running to drive the evil of this age to zero. No knows that my true strength is my overflowing willpower. Stand by me and you. Gin on the lip, ice in the glass. Watch how they move, see how they pass. Silk on the hip, cold to the touch. Don't look away, you want it too much. Vampire women, sharp white teeth, Kuroya lace, nobody leaves. Vampire women in this crowded place. Are you aroused? Do you feel safe? I can't wine. Oh, and she's so fine. Wait for the bite. Wait for the sign. Long slender hands, pale under lights, hunting for sport through heavy nights. Brass hits the wall, cymbals and heat, center the kill, down on the street. High beat, dance on the edge. Give them your pulse, that is the pledge. One little cut, sweetest of sins. Now that it's out, the banquet begins. Vampire women, sharp white teeth, Kuroya lakes, nobody leaves. Vampire women in this crowded place. Are you lost? Do you feel safe? I can't wine. Aren't you so fine? Wait for the bite. Wait for the sign. Vampire women, sharp white teeth, Kuroya lakes, nobody leaves. Vampire women in this crowded place. Are you aroused? Do you feel safe? I can't wait. Aren't you so fine? Hey, so the bite. Wait for the sign. Vampire women, it's a delight. Senora B, save us tonight.
out to the world and also to the coming age. The feeling always sways my soul, feeling never vacant holds. So then, with my conviction, shall know I'll simply just make my own benediction. If I just stand and clear all of my doubts, celebration will carry from without. I keep on running to drive the enemy to a new era. No one knows that my true strength is my goal. Overflowing willpower, finding hope. My heart is making waves out to the world and also to the coming age. The feeling always sways my soul, feeling never vacant cool. So then, with my conviction, I'll simply just make my own benediction. If I just stand and clear all of my doubts, celebration will carry from without. I keep on running to drive the enemy to a new era. No one knows that my true strength is my overflowing willpower. Finding home, going home, it's my one true wish and I know it's there. simply just make my own benediction. If I just stand and clear all of my doubts, celebration will carry from without. I keep on running to drive the enemy to a new era. No one knows that my true strength is my overflowing willpower. Finding home, going home, it's my one true wish, and I know it's there. A When my eyes got used to pitch black night, I started walking in the moonlight. We live not to think, walk pushed to the brink. Even if you don't show it to your face, even if you hide without a trace, your wounds won't heal without suitable meal. Don't get lost in your dream. No matter what it seems, my heart races in the moonlight. Everything I love is why I fight. Even the pain we will never forget. Spread the invisible map. Shine a light on all of your beds. My notion is absurd. They say beliefs stay certain there. We're all on the same road, making moves according what we heard and told. If I can follow my own passion, I can make my own mode of action. You may think it's hard, but it's all about playing with your hand's best card. I keep on running to drive the evil of this age to zero. No one knows that my true strength is mine. Flowing willpower. Stand by me and you will understand what it is that this life demands. I know I'll see you in that place, the dimension where we both can face the invading darkness.
Gardenia Field. Some say she's a traitor, they say she's cold as ice. She's the one who sacrificed everything to fly. Devil legs at the speed of light, devil eyes guide her in the night. Devil charm, she's the lord of the fly. Devil voice like a ray of fire with evil powers close at hand. The lady is in command. She's a lady so just and fair. Gardenia Fields, Gardenia Fields. Change myself, and even the whole world is always near. I can't help but notice how I am holding myself back here. One word from you is all it takes. All of my worries, my fears, my regrets, they all swirl into my face. Suddenly light up here. I need you, but you're not here. Searching for answers and guidance, I turn around as I hear a soft, gentle voice behind me at dawn. Who's that man? Who is she?
Who is she?
Who is she? She is called the devil.
The devil man.
Gardenia Fields. Some say she's a traitor. They say she's cold as ice. She's the one who sacrificed everything to fight. Devil legs at the speed of light.
Speed of light.
Devil eye, guide her in the night.
Never in the night.
Yeah. My notion is absurd. They say belief takes her to nerve. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're all on the same road, making moves according to what we've heard and told. Yeah. If I can follow my own passion, I can make my own mode of action. You may think it's She's called the devil man. Shine Some say she's a traitor, they say she's cold as ice. She's the one who sacrificed everything to fight. Devil hands at the speed of light. Devil, I see her through the night. Devil charm, she's the Lord of the flies. Devil voice like a ray of fire, with evil powers close at hand. The lady is in command. She's a lady so just and fair. Shall be angel fair. Shall know the elements of felicity and black. Bashira, the bringer of good tidings. Shall know Bashira, angel static scratch on the backside of my skull. The mirror reflects a face I no longer own. Heavy breathing beneath the company. A biomenting shifting into gear. Tapping on the glass of my rib cage. Ready to burn the script and flip the page. Beyond the mask of the morning routine. Something sharp and vivid and unseen. Kono Chikara is waking up tonight. There is a stranger dancing under my skin, tearing the floor where the borders begin. Not a shadow but a blinding flash of light. A different soul taking over the flight. Kimi no nakari another heart beats fast, breaking the mold of the hollow past. It is a fire wearing my name, and nothing ever is going to be the same. Taking motion stops dead in its tracks. Velocity rising through the spinal taps. I am watching my hands move on their own, occupying the throne I have never known. The shy demeanor of faded ghost. The passenger has become the host. Sudden clarity in the frantic heat. Total control at a frantic beat. Haunted knows who got time coming through. There's a stranger dancing under my skin, standing on door where the walls begin. Not a shadow but a bright and flat of light. A distant soul taking over the flight. Kimi no naka ni another heart beats fast, breaking the mold of the hollow past. It is a fire
different soul taking over the flight. 君の中によevery heart beats fast. I can the mold of the hollow dust. It is a wild I wear my name, and no liaison is going to be the same. Give me the power to see what you've done. Shadow of fear. The shadow groove may never be undone.
Heat swings wide, check your face under a crescent moon. Beats hitting heavy like a sudden sharp monsoon. I am the crown of the abyss, the seventh name. Step to the circle, surrender to the flame. Crimson flows while the kodo snaps. Caught inside a booty's lethal trap. No hesitation, just flick the blade. Then watch the show of your spirit fade. Jigoku no soko kara hibiku kodo. Ware wa start off ni mo todoku dodoro. Silver daggers fly through the smoke. Every shackle in the iron yo. No like the river, but I strike like the flint. Catch the shimmer of a demonic glint. I don't need a legion, just a rhythm in my soul. Swallowing the cosmos and the pieces of the whole. Kazega fuku saigo no tatakai no uta. Kagamate ami no naka e kieta. The pressure is rising, the air is getting thin. Let the grand show of this battle's ending begin. Rise up from the ashes and guardian of the thorns. Bow before the power of the ancient silver horns. Sekai no wari ni saku hana no yoni. Dancing through the chaos in a dark harmony. Feel the heavy impact of the demonesque cry. Nowhere left to run and there is nowhere left to hide. Kono shondan ni subete o kakeru. The destiny of ages is the burden that I dare. 修羅の道歩く私の定め付きの怒りさえも染める赤のため Elegant destruction in a high-speed chase Wiping every memory of a lesser human race Broken glass reflects all the choices that you make Frozen in the terror of a silent masquerade I am the leader of the cold nocturnal wind Paying for the ancient sins that never could be pinned Thunder in the valley where the lotus blossoms bloom I am the architect of your impending doom Sharp like the sword with the jagged carbon edge Standing on the summit of a crumbling rocky ledge 無限の彼方へと続くこの空 Everything is burning in the heat of my aura Style like a blizzard with the fury of a beast Invited to the table for a dark eternal feast 風が吹く最後の戦いの歌影は待って闇の中へ消えた The pressure is rising, the air is getting thin Let the grand show of this battle's ending begin Rise up from the ashes in the garden of acorns Bow before the power of ancient silver horns Sekai no wari ni saku hana no yoni Dancing through the chaos in the dark harmony Feel the heavy impact of the demonesque slide Nowhere left to run and there is any fly この瞬間に全てをかける The destiny of ages is the burden that I carry Rise up from the ashes in the garden of the thorns Bow before the power of the ancient silver horns 世界を終わりにせと花のように Dancing through chaos in a dark harmony Feel the heavy impact of the demonesque stride No escape to run and there is nowhere left to hide この瞬間に全てを break it down. Let's get it right. The one named Astaroth is ending you tonight.
Hunting for a dream, longing for a space. It's the same wish I've had since the day I saw your face. You may never know how far I will go to trace your heart into my very bone. Over the rainbow, steady high ho, rifles with me. You let's start the show. I am a fighter, hunting for my dream. But to you, I'm not as strong as I seem. I clench my fist, imagining your kiss. I step forward into the mist. I am the fighter, hunting for my dream. But to you, I'm not as strong as I seem. I clench my fist, imagining your kiss. I step forward into the mist. Iron sky, blackened sun, crows arrive, war be good, fear the rain, cover all, hear the name, hear the call. Malphas, kage no kishi, Malphas, kaze no ishi, build a wall, higher still. Heed the call, find a will. Malphas, kage no kishi, Malphas, kaze no ishi, build a wall, higher still. Heed the call, find a will. Malphas, rise again. Stone by stone, tower tall, crow on throne, never fall. Sharpest beak, tender eye, strong not weak, under sky. Kuroi hane, coming down, oh arine. Take the crown, summon now, ancient king, make the vow, let it ring. Malphas, kage no kishi, Malphas, kaze no ishu, build a wall, higher still, heed the call, find a will. Malphas, rise again. Malphas, kage no kishi, Malphas, kaze no ishi, build a wall, higher still, should know these feelings are on the wing. My friend. Hunting for a dream, longing for a space. It's the same wish I've had since the day I saw your face. You may never know how far I will go to trace your heart into my very bone. Over the rainbow, steady high home. Ride forth with me, let's start show. Imagining your kiss, I step forward into the mist. Shadow walk, shadow walk, shadow walk, shadow walk.
Walking right has fine, but you were feeling lonely. Tell me what you see deep inside your soul. You only know who you are. I understand why you are afraid and scared. You've never hurt someone and haven't been hurt. You laid it all bare on the other side of the frozen sea. My dreams and my world. Take off your mask and be true to your heart. Trust yourself and fly away. Grant me the glorious light. Though I don't know how I'll do it without a fight. So we can be in a place where we wanna be. The things I want.
The moment when we finally face each other, silence chamber dictates sparks fill the sky. The passion's flying deep inside our feelings, touches our truth no one else could ever find. I want your heartbeat carved into me deeper, here where one may crosses both our lives. edge of steel runs in my fingers. Old wounds we carry nearer back are fast. We're running out of time for any words to linger. This rising impulse simply moves too fast. Too vivid now to ever call you techie. Beyond the pain, your light shone back at me. So stalling out within the raging storm, drawn together in a world turned upside down. No reason needed, instinct takes its structure. I reach the realms where all unknowns are found. I wanna see much further in your eyes as all the borders melt away and die. Not to compete, but to confirm what's true. Lonely warriors wait for dawn to rise. The sparks burn hot within our true hearts. You rewriting yesterday's burned paradigm. The one who found the side of me unseen was you fighting on the battlefield with me. The moment when our blades align together, silence shatters and the sparks ignite. The passion swaying deep within our gazes touches a truth untouched by any sight. I want your heartbeat carved into me deeper. Here where a man brings a path to life. The moment when our blades align together, silent shadows and the sparks ignite. The passion flame deep within our gazes, touches of truth untouched by any size. I want your deep caution to me deeper. Here where a man brings across the light. My notion is absurd. They say belief takes certain nerve. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're all on the same road, making moves according to what we've heard and told. Yeah. If I can follow my own passion, I can make my own mode of action. You may think it's hard, but it's all about playing with your hands that's hard. I keep on running to drive the evil of this age to zero. No knows that my true strength is my overflowing willpower. Stand by me and you. Gin on the lip, ice in the glass. Watch how they move, see how they pass. Silk on the hip, cold to the touch. Don't look away, you want it too much. Vampire women, sharp white teeth. Cool ace, nobody leaves. Vampire women in this crowded place. Are you aroused? Do you feel safe? I can't wine. Oh, and she's so fine.
Sparks lend their hands, pale under lights, hunting for sport through heavy nights. Brass hits the wall, cymbals and heat, center the kill, down on the street. High beat, dance on the edge, give them your pulse, that is the pledge. One little cut, the sweetest of sins. Now that it's out, the banquet begins. Vapara women, sharp by teeth, Kuro legs, nobody leaves. Without all of them and in this crowded place, are you lost? Do you feel safe? I can't why, aren't you so fine? Wait for the light, wait for the sign. Vampire women, sharp white teeth, Kuro legs, nobody leaves. Vampire women in this crowded place, are you aroused? Do you feel safe? I can't lie, aren't you so fine? So the light, wait for the sign. Vampire women, it's a delight. Shinobi, save us tonight. My heart is making waves out to the world and also to the coming age. The feeling always sways my soul, feeling never vacant holds. So then, with my conviction, shall know I'll simply just make my own benediction. If I just stand and clear all of my doubts, celebration will carry from without. I keep on running to drive the enemy to a new era. No one knows that my true strength is my goal. Overflowing willpower, finding hope. My heart is making waves out to the world and also to the coming age. The feeling always sways my soul, feeling never vacant cold. So then, with my conviction, shall I'll simply just make my own benediction. If I just stand and clear all of my doubts. generation will carry from without. I keep on running to drive the enemy to a new era. No one knows that my true strength is my overflowing willpower. Finding home, going home, it's my one true wish and I know it's there. My heart is making waves out to the world and also to the coming age. The feeling always sways my soul, filling ever vacant holes. So then with my conviction, I'll simply just make my own benediction. If I just stand and clear all of my doubts, celebration will carry from without. I keep on running to drive the enemy to a new era. No one knows that my true strength is my overflowing willpower. Finding home, going home, it's my one true wish and I know it's there. A when my eyes got used to pitch black night, I started walking in the moonlight. We live not to think, walk pushed to the brink. Even if you don't show it to your face, even
world is absurd. They say belief takes certain nerve. We're all on the same road, making moves according what we heard and told. If I can follow my own passion, I can make my own mode of action. You may think it's hard, but it's all about playing with your hand's best card. I keep on running to drive the eagle of this age to zero. No one knows that my true strength is mine. Oh, flowing willpower. Stand by me and you will understand what it is that this life demands. I know I'll see you in that place, the dimension where we both can face the invading darkness.
Who's that man? Who is she? Who is she? Who is she? She is called the devil man. Guarding your field. Some say she's a traitor, they say she's cold as ice. She's the one who sacrificed everything to fight. Devil legs at the speed of light. Devil eyes guide her in the night. Devil charm, she's the lord of the fly. Devil voice like a ray of fire with evil powers close at hand. The lady is in command. She's a lady, so just and fair. Guarding your fields, guarding your fields. Change myself, and even the whole world is always near. I can't help but notice how I am holding myself back here. One word from you is all it takes. All of my worries, my fears, my regrets, they all swirl into my face. the soft, gentle voice behind me at dawn.
Who's that man? Who is she?
Who is she?
Who is she? She is called the devil.
The devil man.
Out in your fields. Some say she's a traitor. They say she's cold as ice. She's the one who sacrificed everything to fight. Devil legs at the speed of light.
Speed of light.
Devil eye, guide her in the night.
Never in the night.
Yeah, yeah, Mine ocean is absurd. They say belief takes her to nerve. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're all on the same road, making moves according to what we've heard and told. Yeah, if I can follow my own passion, I can make my own mode of action. You may think it's hard, but it's all about playing with your hands this hard. I keep on running to drive the evil of this age to zero. No knows that my true strength is my overflowing willpower. Stand by me and you.
Who's that man? Who is she? Who is she? Who is she? She's called the devil man. Shine Some say she's a traitor, they say she's cold as ice. She's the one who sacrificed everything to fight. Devil hands at the speed of light. Devil, I see her through the night. Devil charm, she's the Lord of the flies. Devil voice like a ray of fire, with evil powers close at hand. The lady is in command. She's a lady so just and fair. Shall be angel fair. Shall know the elements of felicity and bright. Bashira, the bringer of good tidings. Shall know Bashira, angel I must go. The mirror reflects a face I no longer own. Heavy breathing beneath the company, a biome engine shifting into gear. Slapping on the glass of my rib cage, ready to burn the script and flip the page. Beyond the mask of the morning routine, something sharp and vivid and unseen. Kono Chikara is waking up tonight. There is a stranger dancing under my skin, tearing the floor where the borders begin. Not a shadow but a blinding flash of light, a different soul taking over the flight. Kimi no nakari another heart beats fast, breaking the mold of the hollow past. It is a fire wearing my name, and nothing ever is going to be the same. Taking motion stops dead in its tracks, velocity rising through the spinal taps. I am watching my hands move on their own, occupying the throne I have never known. The shy demeanor of faded ghost, the passenger has become the host. Sudden clarity in the frantic heat, total control at a frantic beat. On to those who got time coming through. There's a stranger dancing under my skin, setting no door where the walls begin. Not a shadow but a bright and loud light, a distant soul taking over the fight. Kimi no nakani another heart beats fast, breaking the mold of the hollow past. It is a fire wearing my name, and nothing ever is going to be the same. There is a stranger dancing under my skin, tearing the floor where the walls begin. Not a shadow but a blinding flash of light, a different soul taking over the flight. Kimi no nakani another heart beats fast, breaking the mold of the hollow dust. It is a wild I wear my name, and nothing else on is going to be the same. Give me the power to see what you've done. Shadow of fear, the shadow groove may never be undone. Heat swings wide, check your face under a crescent moon. Beats hitting heavy like a sudden sharp monsoon. I am the crown of the abyss, the seventh name. Step to the circle, surrender to the flame. Crimson flows while the kodo snaps. Caught inside a beauty's lethal trap. No hesitation, just flick the blade. Then watch the show of your spirit fade. Jigoku no soko kara hibiku kodo. Ware wa start off tenimo todoku doloro. Silver daggers fly through the smoke. Every shackle in the iron yo. No like the river, but I strike like the flint. Catch the shimmer of a demonic glint. I don't need a legion, just a rhythm in my soul. Swallowing the cosmos and the pieces of the whole. Kaze ga fuku saigo no tatakai no uta. Kagamate ami no naka e kieta. The pressure is rising, the air is getting thin. Let the grand show of this battle's ending begin. Rise up from the ashes, the guardian of the thorns. Bow before the power of the ancient silver horns. Sekai no wari ni saku hana no yoni. Dancing through the chaos in a dark harmony. Feel the heavy impact of the demonistic light. Nowhere left you run and there is nowhere left to hide. この瞬間に全てをかける The destiny of ages is the burden that I dare. 修羅の道歩く私の定め付きの光さえも染める赤のため Elegant destruction in a high-speed chase Wiping every memory of a lesser human race Broken glass reflects all the choices that you make Frozen in the terror of a silent masquerade I am the leader of the cold nocturne wind Paying for the ancient sins that never could be pinned Thunder in the valley near the lotus blossoms bloom I am the architect of your impending doom Sharp like the sword with the jagged carbon edge Standing on the summit of a crumbling rocky ledge 無限の彼方へと続くこの空 Everything is burning in the heat of my aura Style like a blizzard with the fury of a beast Invited to the table for a dark eternal feast 風が吹く最後の戦いの歌影は待って闇の中へ消えた The pressure is rising, the air is getting thin Let the grand show of this battle's ending begin Rise up from the ashes in the garden of gold Bow before our ancient silver horns 世界の終わりに咲く花のように Dancing through the chaos in the dark harmony Feel the heavy impact of the demoness is fly Nowhere left to run and there is air left to hide この瞬間に全てをかける The destiny of ages is the burden that I carry Rise up from the ashes in the garden of the forest Bow before the power of the ancient silver horns 世界を終わりに咲く花のように Dancing through chaos in the dark harmony Feel the heavy impact of the demoness is dry No let's get to on and there is nowhere left to hide この瞬間に全てをかける The destiny of ages is the burden that I bear
Let's break it down, let's get it right. The one named Astaroth is ending you tonight.
Hunting for a dream Longing for a space It's the same wish I've had Since the day I saw your face You may never know How far I will go To trace your heart Into my very bone Over the rainbow Steady high ho Rifles with me You let's start the show I am a fighter Hunting for my dream But to you I'm not as
and sky, blackened sun, crows arrive, won't be good, fear the rain, cover all, hear the name, hear the call. Malfas, kage no kishi, Malfas, kaze no ishi, build a wall, higher still, heed the call, find a will. Malfas, kage no kishi, Malfas, kaze no ishi, build a wall, higher still, heed the call, find the will. Malfas, rise again. Stone by stone, tower tall, crow on throne, never fall. Sharpest beak, tender light, strong not weak, under sky. Kuroi hane, coming down, oh arine. Take the crown, summon now, ancient king, make the vow, let it ring. Malfas, kage no kishi, Malfas, kaze no ishu, build a wall, higher still, heed the call, find a will. Malfas, rise again. Malfas, kage no kishi, Malfas, kaze no ishi, build a wall, higher still, heed the call, find a will. Ravens on the wing, Malfas. Hunting for a dream, longing for a space. It's the same wish I've had since the day I saw your face. You may never know how far I will go to trace your heart into my very bone. Over the rainbow, steady high home. Ride forth with me, let's start show. Imagining your kiss, I step forward into the mist.
Fuck me. Fuck me. I understand. Fuck me. Oh my fucking god. Oh, it's so fucking hot. Fuck me. Fuck. Fuck. Fuck.
Hey, what's up? How are you?
暴れん獅子を入れかけて、暴れに負ける連携になってしまった。はい。よくないよくない。ユリに行こう。ユリ使うたびに思うんだよ。何するてるかわかんない。やって言って、これは、これ気分で子供ってあふれる。なんか違う。We always talk about being single as if it would be absence. A chapter of your life where you're still waiting for the real stuff to begin, or proof that nothing is worth out yet, meaning that you're wrong. But the people who have stayed single the longest are very often the people who know themselves the best. And that pattern only makes sense if singleness is doing something to them that being in a relationship never could. So, what is the time alone actually for? And how can you avoid throwing your life away during that time instead of pursuing things that are new to you? There's a pattern you can verify yourself by paying attention to the people in your own life. Take two people who have been single for roughly the same time, 5 years, 8 years, whatever the number. Just look at who they are at the end of it. One of them has become someone. Their judgment is sharp, their taste is specific, they have hobbies, they like things, they walk into the room and you can feel the charisma of the person they've spent that time building. They've improved themselves using that single time and become a different person. The other one has gone through the same number of years spent single and has come out anxious, has come out angry, hungry for validation. The experience is identical, the output is the opposite. Why? If solo time is just absence, then years of it should affect two people roughly the same way. But it clearly doesn't. Something else is happening inside that time, and until we figure out what that something is,
What? You want me to get up and turn around? For free? Get out of here. My AC is broken, so I'm not about to do anything. I'm not about to vogue. I'm not about to do a twirl. I'm not doing anything for free. Just real quick, didn't I just say no? Do you want me to ban you? Are you struggling with understanding English? Is that your deal?
on their own for you, because they don't need to do that anymore. They're working for you. The partnership is taking care of them. A single person can't split anything with anyone. They can't have someone else think certain thoughts for them. Every decision is theirs to make alone. That doesn't mean that they make those decisions or make them well, but it's that individual's responsibility. Every feeling, every action is theirs to handle alone. So those parts of them stay alive and keep getting used, in the best case scenario, that is. So after 5 years of doing all of this alone, those parts are stronger. You're exercising, you're making decisions and doing things for yourself by yourself. After 8 years, they're even stronger. A single person who has been single for a long time knows what they want for dinner without thinking about it, and knows how to handle a bad day on their own, because that's just what they do. If it comes your way, you make it. It's just what happens when you have to do all of it yourself. The same thing happens with bigger moves. If you're in a relationship and you want to take a job in a new city, that's not your decision alone. You can't just go ahead and do it like you do things when you're single. You have to work with your partner. You have to compromise. You have to have this conversation. Your partner has feelings about it, and you have to really believe that it's the right choice. A single person doesn't have to have that conversation. They don't have that challenge. They just take the job, or not. Or they just leave the job they hate without asking anyone. They don't need someone else to give permission. Multiply that across hundreds and thousands of decisions across 5 or 10 or whatever years, and the difference really adds up. You're really sharing a lot of love with the other person and really thinking about everything they're doing from the other person's perspective. A single person's life points where they want it, but a couple works together. It really behaves differently. So this is what that time is doing. The time together all the time. The story we tell ourselves is that the single years are nothing. The single years are when you build the parts of yourself that the relationship will take in. You just have to build yourself up enough that once you're in that relationship, you no longer need to grow. The person who comes out the other end of 5 years single has been doing this work for 5 years in that best case scenario. The couple version of themselves hasn't. And that's the difference. This doesn't mean that you shouldn't try to grow, but that scenario you're placed in these two different types of relationships, one with yourself and one with another person, just contribute different things. Time alone is seemingly where all that work happens. Now, there is an important counterpoint to make. Supporting partner would always support decisions made that are best for the other person and for the couple together. And I'll talk about that point shortly. First, we have to talk about actual research on time. Let me back up some of this with science, shall I? In 1988, a British psychiatrist named Anthony Stewart wrote about solitude. His argument was simple. Our entire field, he said, had been treating intimate relationships as the only path to mental health. If you actually look at the lives of the most psychologically developed people in history, almost all of them had long stretches of solitude, and that solitude was the condition under which they became themselves. Stewart wasn't writing about being single specifically, but he was writing about something much bigger than that. Time alone has its own value, and our culture has decided to treat it as kind of a problem. Esther Perkins built on this in the 90s and studied what she called alone time, and found that the people who got serious chunks of it produced sharper creative work and ended up with clearer senses of what they wanted out of their own lives. More recently, Joy D. I totally butchered that name, at the University of Durham, has been running controlled studies on solitude. Her finding is that the chosen time alone reduces stress and lets the nervous system reset in a way that being around people simply doesn't. Then there's the marriage data. Everyone's heard the line that married people are happier and live longer if they're not part of the 50% that gets rid. And yet that data exists, but most of the gap really disappears once you take into account who are getting married in the first place. The people who have been happier and healthier anyway are also the people more likely to find a partner in the first place and get married. Once you account for that, the so-called marriage advantage shrinks to almost nothing. Researchers like Bella Paulo have spent 20 years making this point and being ignored because the cultural script wants the data to mean what it doesn't actually mean. It has to try to force on you this idea that being married and having a partner is the only directive in life. That you need to get married, you need to have kids, and that's the whole point of it. That's not really the case, is it? There's one more bite working on another study. A 2016 study by Sarkeesian and Gerstle looked at the social networks of married versus single people and found against every cultural assumption that singles are more connected. They see their parents more often and have closer friendships. They invest more in their neighbors and communities. Married couples tend to spend most of their time with each other and stop investing in other relationships. They already have their best friend, right next to them, so why go out and try to make friends with other people that could challenge that relationship? Singles keep those other relationships strong and get their sociality from those friends. The lonely single is mostly a story that we tell. It is true a lot of the time that individuals who are by themselves and single are lonely, but hey, it's also true that people who are married or in partnerships can also be very lonely. The well-connected single is really what the data shows. But it's also not true that, again, statistics, not an absolute case. So, back to the question we asked before. Are relationships ultimately a bad thing? I would not say that, no, not even close. The term alone only does the work if you actually do the work. Being single is not magic. You don't become a better person just by being by yourself. You can spend 10 years single and emerge less developed than the friend who spent the same decade coupled. If you spent those 10 years avoiding yourself and stuffing your face with distractions instead of facing your own insecurities and improving yourself. Look at what the avoidant version of single actually looks like. Every night ends with the phone in hand, scrolling until sleep, distraction after distraction. Every weekend gets filled with plans or video games because an empty Saturday makes you feel sick and it makes you feel like you have to face yourself. The quiet stretches get killed with drink or drugs or playing video games or watching movies, just endless distractions in general, really, just so you don't have to look inside yourself. The single person doing this is alone in the technical sense, and is never alone in the real sense because they've arranged their entire life around not having to sit with themselves. After 8 years of that, they've not built any of the things this video has been describing. The benefits of being single are not automatic. This individual is not sharper, they can't handle a bad day on their own, they still get frustrated, they still get angry, they still have all those same problems because they haven't chosen to work on themselves. They've just learned how to fill that time with noise. They've just learned how to shove their loneliness down and replace it with other things that they can focus on. Being in a couple will always be bad, right? The advantage of being single belongs to the people who actually face the time and look at themselves and say, hey, I want to be a better person, so ultimately I probably could be in a relationship. Whereas if someone spends that time alone and doesn't do any of the self-improvement, there's no point in being in a relationship after that because you're the same person you were at the beginning. The people running from this don't get any of it. If you've been single for years and you don't recognize yourself in anything I've just been describing, this is probably one. The time was there. You were just not in it. You weren't aware. You weren't present. So does that mean that it's bad to want a relationship in the first place? Well, no, not that either. But before I answer that for real, there's also a different kind of cost that I haven't talked about yet. One that has nothing to do with avoidance per se, but I'll get to that soon. The argument we've been making is that the person who has done the alone work shows up to the next relationship, if they choose to be in one, as someone real, as someone better than before. And that part is true. What's also true is that the longer you spend on that work, the harder you are to pair with. And the idea is that if you went through all of that improvement by yourself, you haven't been developing yourself along with another person. Look at couples who got together at 20 years.
From Smart IPL. Enjoy 2 years straight from hair and hair removal. Specific coverage just for you. Be covered by each PSO today.
What is the $7 big deal meal get you exotic? The real question is, what doesn't it get you? Enjoy a full meal plus premium chicken bites for just $7. It's the $7 Sonic Big Deal Meal.
Hello. I'm done learning. I am done learning. Absolutely false. I'm not learning. I'm never. No, I always learning all the time. Actually, I don't think I'm done learning.
80 years old and then stayed together for 40, 50, 60 years. A lot of them didn't have strong selves when they met. They weren't an amazing self-developed person. But that's also exactly why they can stay together. Two soft, half-formed people can shape themselves around each other and build a shared identity from scratch. Even if they're both not amazing people who have gone through all this development, they go through that over time together. So eventually their preferences merge because there were no strong preferences to begin with. They were half-formed. Their tastes flow together, their appreciations. Conflict can stay low because they never had those sharp, hard edges grinding against each other after they've developed by themselves individually for all that time. Now, for instance, picture two people meeting at Healthy Fine after plenty of time alone to improve or develop themselves. Both of these individuals spent the last decade since and doing that work. By the time they meet, both of them have very specific and sharp preferences and tastes. Their deal breakers have been refined over 1,000 small decisions made without anyone else in the room. They know who they are and what they want. They're exactly who they want to be, which also makes it harder to make any compromises. At 16, someone offers you alcohol and you try it. At 35, you have an entire worldview about people who drink you, and they have an entire worldview about you. And you've developed this worldview over a lot of experience viewing the world and forming opinions. Multiply that across thousands of micro preferences, and that gets ugly. So there is definitely a sweet spot. Single long enough that you actually know yourself and to know some of your preferences and what to go for and how to be a good person at least, but not so long that knowing yourself becomes a fortress and you solidify all your preferences, appreciations, and personality traits so that you have only this type of person you can match with. The whole point is to do the work on yourself and then carry it forward so that you can work alongside it.
What?
Franchise is ideally spread out if the goal is to chart the decline of Hollywood.
Some things are inevitable. Keeping your hard range doesn't have to be.
Toy Story as a franchise is ideally spread out if the goal is to chart the decline of Hollywood from a kingdom of gold to one of iron and rust. The first movie, released in 1995, took a premise that is almost limitless in its simplicity. Lots of toys were alive, and married it with something old and something new. A kind of imaginative, characterful sight gag that made classic Disney movies so compelling, and a brilliant new technology that was quite sure would work, but that ended up defining the future of filmmaking. Its script was very clever, witty, immediately grabbable by children, but full of double meanings and jokes that parents would enjoy. The story was simple. Many of the best stories are meaningful. Its thematic through lines, friendship, loyalty, self-acceptance, were character-led and universal, just as relevant today as they were back then. Toy Story 2, released in 1999, can claim to be one of the best sequels ever made. It retained everything that made the original so good and it amplified it. The technology was better, the approach was proven, the movie has a confident swagger to it, and the script is, if anything, better than its progenitor. More complex both structurally and thematically. dramatically. In between a brilliant play with Empire Strikes Back with Jurassic Park, you'll find serious and heartfelt scenes devoted to the tension between transient childhood affections and the self-preserving want for permanence. How do you react when you lose the things we love? How do parents deal with their children outgrowing dependency? Is it, as Shakespeare said, better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all? You don't have to wait a decade before you get the Toy Story 3 released in 2010. Bookended by a strong beginning and an extremely poignant end, 3 doesn't really have enough material to justify its runtime. The new characters introduced in 2 are summarily relegated to the background. The plot itself goes through a very similar journey as its immediate predecessor, with a similarly motivated villain representing a similar thematic dilemma. The moon feels a little bit tired, a little bit obligatory. You could probably cut the entire A-plot out of existence and repackage the opening and closing scenes as a short movie to say goodbye, and you'd retain all that is most valuable about that movie. It's always reminded me of a better version of Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull. A love letter, quite sincere, but padded with a lot of same stuff we've seen before, but when it was before, it was more inspired. The end, though, is a tearjerker, especially if you were within a few years of Andy's age when the movie released, and aware that this choice was coming to you before you could ever be ready for it. It was ultimately poignant, sad, but uplifting. Where one childhood ends, another begins, and the duty to love and to care is undying. This is the point at which the franchise should have either started fresh or else, and preferably it stopped. But it didn't. Toy Story 4, released in 2019, slap bang in the middle of what some people might call the peak woke era, though I prefer the close relative peak wank. Toy Story 4 has many of the attributes that define the peak wank era, beginning with unpersoning the man who created this much-loved franchise by spurious accusations of Me-Tooery. Let the past die, kill it if you have to. Rather than create something new to represent its bold storytelling ideas, Toy Story 4 parasitized the good work of a world it seemed to despise. Remember all those wonderful secondary and tertiary characters, all the personalities, the jokes, the way they provide the total contrast with the serious stakes of the A-plot? Well, they're still here. They have maybe 3 lines. Don't you worry though, you won't miss them. We've got some wonderful new characters for you to love. Like this thing and these things. You're gonna love them. They're women and black people. You will love them. Or will fucking kill. Remember Woody and Buzz, the iconic duo, the partnership that made this whole thing possible? They were cool. Anyway, here's Bo Peep. She's way better than them. This is her story. Look at her telling Woody what to do. Woody's so useless. Behind every man is a woman ready to jump on his shoulders and take all the credit. Those villains, huh? Sid, Psycho Child on the wrong path, he's pretty iconic. Stinky Pete spent all his life as an also man. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Craves the adulation of his more popular peers. Represents the bitter and empty future awaiting Woody if he chooses the route of permanent admiration over fleeting love. That was all kinda good. But how about we do something very similar, but also worse? Because Gabby Gabby in Toy Story 4 has mutilated other toys and stolen their organs for decades so she can be loved. But she's a woman, and so she's immune to any actual consequences. She gets given everything she wants in the end, and nobody blames her for being Toy Story's own Dr. Mengele. And as the ultimate and final expression of the peak wank era's devotion to the cult of the self, where the self is the most boring, empty, vapid, slowly girl at every party, how about we have Woody abandon his duty to care for and love his new child so he can go off and bow some beef? Given the toys as parent metaphor has been a bit of a thing since the beginning, Toy Story 4 seemed to be saying that once you've had one kid fly the nest, I guess you're just allowed to abandon the second one and go find yourself, like some worthless Instagram whore. The peak wank era crested a couple of years ago, and though it's not entirely over, it is in decline. The problem is that so few properties remain unscathed by it, and most of the same writers and creators who bent the knee back then morally exactly the same, but less jizzy than those who bent the knee to Harvey Weinstein, well, they lack the bona fides traditionally found among Hollywood writers, like the ability to write or think. Studios are now a bit more concerned with making money than they are in preaching the revolution, which somehow managed to be feminist while eliminating women as a category. But this deprives the current generation of Hollywood writers their one pet subject. How then does Toy Story 5 navigate these choppy and uncharted waters? Does it rise from the disgustingly profitable wreck of the previous film like a phoenix? Does it remember what quality used to look like before it was cancelled? Freed from the commissars of the revolution, does it now feel itself free to tell a story once again? No. Will it make a fuck ton of money anyway? Yep. Speaking of, a quick word from our sponsors. ZocDoc is a free online marketplace where you can search, compare, and book appointments with more than 100,000 healthcare providers covering pretty much any condition you've given yourself. Eye care, skincare, dental health, mental health. ZocDoc will help you find someone to mend it. Choice is the name of the game. Hollywood might offer you a spoonful of slop to help the medicine go down, but choice can also be a good thing, like choosing the very best doctors and the tastiest medicines available to you, which is what ZocDoc empowers you to do. ZocDoc lets you filter the doctors who will take your insurance, who are located nearby, and book appointments at short notice. You'll have your typical ZocDoc appointment within a 24 to 72 hour window. Many providers will even offer same-day appointments. With ZocDoc, an appointment is just a few clicks away. Nobody on YouTube is qualified to give you medical advice, least of all me with all my bad habits, but ZocDoc empowers you to choose the best of those who are. And the best bit about it is it's free. You can take a look today at my link, ZocDoc.com/lostcourt, by scanning the QR code on your screen or by clicking through to the link in my description. Thanks to ZocDoc for sponsoring the channel. Now, back to the video. The plot of Toy Story 5 is threadbare, but manages to continue the habit of shitting on its predecessors and replacing them with the void. It begins with a broken shipping container washed up on the beach of some remote island.
Hey, thank you for the follow.
Buzz Lightyear toys. The movie thinks these are new because they now have networked features. You could have a lot of fun with that idea if you had an imagination. A play on Terminator is the obvious way to go, and not the way Toy Story 2 ripped so heavily on Empire Strikes Back. But we're not actually going to have any fun with this at all. We don't really have all prize imagination now. And what's really new about these Buzz Lightyears is that they are functionally retarded. Remember Buzz's introduction in the first movie? He thinks he's something he's not, but within that framework he is intelligent, he is aware, he's acting on his premise. Elite soldier and staff command crashed on an unfamiliar world. He has to learn about it, figure out what's happened, how to get home. The new Buzz Lightyears, they're a bit slower on the uptake. It took them more than 3 minutes of movie, which was itself a time-condensing montage, to remember they could form words with their mouth holes. The movie's going to come back to these guys periodically throughout, but there's pretty much no point us following its structure as we go, because there's no plot in it. We'll get 2 or 3 quick cutbacks as the buses make their way from this remote island to the American Midwest, and the purpose of each one of these cutaways is to remind us that these buses, doubtless coming to a toy store near you, are in the movie. They will then intersect with the A-plot implausibly and at the most contrived of moments, where they're cool new features you should definitely get your parents to buy because you really, really need it, and it's definitely worth $75 more, please. Well, they will become useful as a mere vehicle, but the movie is going to spend the bulk of its runtime emasculating actual Buzz in a bid to appeal to girls who don't typically play with expensive flying AC drone Buzz Lightyear toys, thus harming the product in the eyes of the male audience that modern writers refuse to cater for. That's an irony that seems to have escaped both the writers and the marketing team. Anyway, that's the entire Buzz Brigade story summed up. No clever jokes, no clever references, no real reason to be in the movie. One Toy Story 2 artifact required so it can be murdered on the screen. Sir? is our dad. It's so smart, it's so witty, you've got to love it. Prologue 1 dispensed with, and then gets the pre-prologue flashback informing us that we're going to be doing some pretty horrendous damage to Jessie in this movie as well. She's the protagonist now, you see, so it's vitally important that we fuck with her backstory. Top marks for efficiency, this scene breaks several things in the span of mere seconds. Remember Toy Story 2? Remember how Al was trying to get his hands on the Woody's Roundup crew to sell to the Japanese collector? Remember how important it was to him that these toys be presented in mint condition, as though they had never before been touched by any child? There were whole scenes devoted to that subject. Do you think Al might have spotted that Jessie had some kid's address scrawled on her fucking trouser leg? And the plot-breaking nonsense is arguably the least significant problem with this pre-prologue. Remember Toy Story 2? Remember how Jessie was traumatized from her past abandonment by Emily? Remember how it was the thing that defined her whole personality? That she thematically represented Woody's own fears about his future taken to the nth degree? Remember how the whole point of that movie, for Woody, for Jessie, for everybody else, was to overcome this fear and enjoy the time they have, knowing that the relationships need be treated. Love itself is eternal. Remember how, by implication, getting over this abandonment and joining Andy's family was Jessie's payoff and conclusion? Yeah, well, I'm not doing that anymore. Toy Story 2 was inadequate, you see. At long last, Toy Story 5 has come to fix one of the best sequels ever made. Thank goodness, it really needed it. Prologue and pre-prologue concluded, we finally arrive at the present and find Bonnie, Andy's replacement anchor being, playing in the garden with their toys. And by playing, I mean she's staged a wedding in which the retarded trash folk from Toy Story 4 marries a retarded trash spoon.
Night.
Two things of note. The first, at what point did it stop being sexist to portray girls as only interested in pink things, dresses, princes, and weddings? The second, do you think young boys will watch this and ask their parents to buy them bridesmaid buzz? Because, I dimly remember being a kid, and I sure wouldn't. Then again, I was born in that cis-heteronormative dystopia known as the 1990s. We were more like Andy in that we actually had a creative and adventurous imagination. Perhaps the modern male child is more enlightened than we were. Bonnie then spots the neighbors returning home. She gets scared and she hides behind a tree. This is because her parents are abysmal and have let her get to the age of 8 without learning any social skills whatsoever. Clearly technology is to blame and we should ban it. The police are concerned that Bonnie seems to be a social spastic, and they make it their mission to give her the courage to ask the neighbors' twin kids to play. Bonnie just doesn't spot that Jessie is rolling across the garden in front of her, because finding creative ways for the toys to avoid getting spotted is old, and old things are boring. So Bonnie retrieves Jessie. Because your parents have kept you isolated, alone in your garden, they've arranged no playdates, they haven't made friends with their own neighbors, they've done absolutely none of the basic parenting stuff that everybody in the 90s knew how to do. Gosh darn that technology, stopping parents from making the most fundamental decisions for the betterment of their kids. My iPad forced me to abandon my daughters. Something must be done about this. Please, government, step in and ban them. Well, that one's clearly playing a video game. I know Disney makes substantially more money from toys than it does from video games, because Bob Iger was the first person to realize that video games were popular a couple of years ago. But video games are not nothing just because your company sucks at them. A cynic might suggest there's a slight conflict of interest at play here, and that Disney is much less concerned with what constitutes art than with what constitutes operating profit from merchandise sales. But I'm sure Mickey Mouse is above that sort of thing. It's not like this is a company that used the dead guy's Twitter account to show one of its terrible superhero movies, deleted black people from Chinese posters, thanked concentration camp administrators, pushed gay rights in Florida in the same month that launched Disney Plus in Saudi Arabia, somehow employed 27 actual nonces on its cruise ships, lined its shelves with sweatshop products, and I could go on. Disney, it's such a wholesome company. I'm glad it owns my entire childhood childhood now, and here the basic conflict is clearly laid before us. Behold the noble, the good and righteous toys against the technology parents blame, because it's easier than taking accountability for your own actions. A curious theory, chaps. Tech, tablets, and phones principally are ending playtime and killing toys, says Toy Story 5. How do you square this theory with the fact that US toy sales have more than doubled since 2008, risen 16% since 2020 alone, the kids segment represent over 70% of overall sales, but the industry is gaining entire new audiences thanks to the rise of kidults and nostalgic collectors? Because, it'd be kind of embarrassing if you were jumping on an anti-tech, anti-misinformation campaign by using tech to spread misinformation. That might even rise to the level of extremely irresponsible. This is a mass-market family movie. You probably shouldn't be lying to the audience of a mass-market family movie.
If you want meat done right, there's only one place to go. Please, we have the meat.
Repeat after me. I choose joy today. Nature-made gummy vitamins. A delightful way to take care. Can we still close on time? Oh, I know a lender who can help. You're on schedule?
Wait. That is traveling faster and higher and farther than ever before. Very short amount of time. The United States has accomplished incredible things.
Innovation is always been about taking what's impossible and making it possible.
Hey, remember Toy Story 2? Remember how Rex is playing the Buzz Lightyear video game and he's losing? Remember how he's going to succeed sees him find the instruction manual for that game in Alice Toy Barn, and that he then uses that to help actual Buzz defeat actual Zurg? Well, wouldn't it have been better if Toy Story 2 had had a bit about video games causing school shootings, because moral panics are great? Yeah, I think that would have been a much better story.
All the devices. Except the diamond, gold, or silver.
You see, in the earlier Toy Story movies, the toys were constantly worried about getting replaced. It was a fear they had to overcome. But it was never as selfish as this. Woody never looked at Andy being a total weirdo loser with no friends and said, ha, at least I'm safe. And I have to keep doing these comparisons because the movie is here doing an extremely shitty Chinese knockoff version of the first movie's structure and conflict. The old toys are fairly content until the threat of a new cool thing upends their world, and the new cool thing soon arrives in their bedroom. Except here, instead of Buzz, it's Lilypad, who is as close as you're going to get to a hero in this sorry tale, and so naturally these perverted writers believe that it is the closest thing to a villain in their story. That confusion is because the movie has nothing to say about this twat here. Look at him there. Dude, your daughter has been on her tablet all fucking day. Interact with her. You're her parent. Remember how in Toy Story 1, Woody and Buzz had their first meeting on top of the bed, and it's portrayed as a clash for authority, Buzz being deluded but extremely cool and competent, and Woody being deluded about his own virtues and appeal? That's a cool scene. Sets up the antagonistic relationship they will have to work through for the rest of the movie. We're doing that again, kind of.
I stay calm, Gussie.
That's the definition of calm.
Yeah, you go, girl. Buzz has no business telling you what to do. It's not like he's a character with memories who lived through the exact same thing and has been in that tablet's position, and so might have some useful insight into its condition.
I want to talk to you, device.
So you didn't have to use the heart of the Jesus Christ. Lilypad shows up how extremely useful it is as an educational and entertainment tool, and makes more effort to solve Bonnie's friendship problems in 2 seconds than the toys have made in 2 years. So Jessie decides that beating the shit out of it is the most mature response. It's interrupted when Bonnie enters the room and reads on Lilypad that the new friend parents live and is connected her with have already invited her to a sleepover. Now then, if you were born in the 90s, you might expect something like the following to happen. Your parents will get in touch with the other kids' parents, maybe invite them for dinner, or go out for a drink, or even just pop round to get a lay of the place in these new connections. If the parents seemed rich, well-connected, hygienic, and all basically good, a playdate or maybe even a full sleepover could be arranged. If they seemed poor, socially useless, unhygienic, maybe your friend could come to your house for a sleepover. But you see, since then, humans have invented technology, and technology means parents are now physically and intellectually incapable of performing basic tasks like vetting for no discernible reason. So Bonnie's parents say, sure, we don't know them, but you can go for a sleepover. The daughter we've isolated for 8 whole years who has the social skills of an autistic mole rat is definitely ready for this. That was half of Rex's lines in this entire movie. At night, Jessie goes into the cupboard and radios Woody. Look, her radio is marked W for Woody, because he is the most important person she could possibly need to contact. And his radio is labeled J for Jessie, because Buzz Lightyear isn't a woman enough to be important. Woody is still out with both the breast-giving abandoned toys.
Chicks invaded our house too.
Supple, well done, writers. At some point, you're going to have to show what it is about tech that's actually bad, though.
You remember my first date at Believe gave me away.
God, I don't like where this is going.
And then the world started changing. Everything changed and
What?
just like that, my time with her was over. So fine.
What does that mean? What does that mean, can't whisper chat? Oh wait, I think I know what that means. No. I do not take whispers from anybody. I learned my lesson like a week ago, so no. No private. If you have to say something, you can say it right here. I mean, or you can say it on Discord. I mean, I do have my Discord links, so you can talk to me there. But no Twitch whispers from me.
Now, I'm not saying there's no contrivance or convenience in the old Toy Story movies, but I don't remember anything quite this contriving.
Why didn't it show up?
It poses an important question, doesn't it? If hearing the garbled word back up from the radio, Woody decides his top priority is to go back and provide backup, then it kind of suggests his top priority is helping his friends back home, doesn't it? But if his top priority is
It's the same word. I don't know. Maybe you can't do that as a reply. I don't know. It's weird.
The fun and challenging thing about writing characters, kiddos, is that you actually can't just have them do multiple contradictory things whenever you get bored of a certain plot line.
Ah, there you are. Script.
Characters if they are characters.
No, for that unban, I might. Never mind. Never mind.
I maintain that Woody would not have abandoned his friends and his new kid at the end of Toy Story 4. That was one of the most absurdly damaging character decisions you could possibly have made. But he did do that. They committed to it. So the challenge here in Toy Story 5 should be, how can we get him back in this movie in a way that is consistent?
Yeah, I guess you can't do it as a reply.
Our prior decision. But then the writers remembered they were doing a kids movie, and kids movies don't have to be good. So
Oh my god, you're chatting. That's new. Most of you people except Deadeye just lurk me. The what? Well, you can't even see my thighs, so I don't know what you're talking about. And if you're talking about anything else, you shouldn't bring it up. And don't get in trouble again. You just got unbanned. You see what I'm talking about? Don't talk about any other place on here. Don't get banned again. And don't be a cornball. No, you're sorry, huh? You're so sorry. You don't want to get banned again? Yeah, I feel like you're gonna get in trouble again. Maybe you should just be quiet for now, anyway. Until the day there's more chatters where I can't just see you clearly aggroing me.
Will we encounter another very important character. This will be really starting to understand, so naturally she is another girl, and this girl's name is inevitably. Blaze spots Pussy and picks him up and takes him inside, but she doesn't spot Jesse, so now we're split up. Never you worry though, the writing formula for this Toy Story movie ensures there is no such thing as error. So just as they were picked up by the plot mentions and dropped off at the plot course, so Jesse will shortly encounter the plot pig, which will inexorably lead to him reuniting with Bullseye before ever get a chance to worry about him. Meanwhile, back at Barney's house, Buzz is in another scene. I wonder what the subject of this scene could possibly be.
Why does it say 4, but it's 2 people? Well, it's just a Twitch thing. There are some people, especially if it's a stream like mine, where they don't watch from their account. They watch from, they're logged out, or they're just watching from, I don't know, anonymous. It's just what they do. One of them is probably my ex, so just ignore them. I can't blame them. They probably can't get enough. Yeah. Seems like that was the problem during the relationship, too. It's kind of why we're broken up. want to go see, I might rejoin. Stay out of trouble. Wherever you're going. I'll probably be gone, and I'll be on other sites by the time you come back though, so good night for now.
The plot cave then lies down in front of the door to ensure that the plot cannot progress past this point until later, because this is just how writing works now. The minor characters in older Toy Story movies are rich and humorful. Rex, Ham, and Mr. Potato Head in particular are extremely vital, but even the ancillary critters like Weezy serve the broader story in several important ways. The fact we're going to leave this scene here not knowing so much as the name of a single one of these toys, that's as much comment as they deserve. Dude, stop the Toy Story 2 Buzz Lightyear joke. Stop being rude. One of the thematically discounted prize is thematically a calculated toy. This device is the Toy Story 5 version of the N-word, is some manner of assistant. I'm not making that up. It is a device that helps potty train Grace. For reasons the movie cannot be bothered to elaborate upon, this meant that she stopped playing tea party with these toys, because the device taught her how to shit in a bowl. The reasons the movie didn't think through at all, this group assistance can connect to the internet, and that's going to be really important later, and we're never going to figure out why it can do that. But, you know, writing isn't it hard? For now, though, the food assistant has low battery, and this makes it act drunk, because I guess that's funny. Never mind that we've seen what low battery does to other toys in earlier movies, and it's not this. Listen, Jessie's from the 50s. She probably hates the blacks and the Irish too. Jessie eventually relents though, and the assistant tells her to find bullseye. But Pig understands intuitively that the scene is now over, so it unblocks the door and they head to the main house. But the food assistant runs out of battery. Movie's forgotten to give Jessie a reason not to assume that Bullseye's just up in the bedroom because she needs to go and find batteries in order to encounter a bunch of thematic old devices.
Why did you just shove that in the trunk forever? You think you're doing that right?
And so we get introduced to Atlas and Snappy. Atlas is some manner of GPS and Snappy is a camera. These are so oddly specific that you already know that whatever happens at the end, it's going to rely on them some way, which makes it quite convenient that the drawer Jessie happens to open to find these batteries just happen to contain these two specific devices. It's just a later version of the green end device the older movies used. Those movies understood how to immediately bury the lead with them. This movie does pretty much the exact opposite though. There's no misleading comedy, there's just a ham-fisted insertion routine and two obvious relevant skills. Oh, and obvious thing, look, Tech gets discarded too. It's just a phase. Maybe we're not so different, you and I. Except, of course, that this is meaningless when your opening pitch was Tech is ruining childhood and actively harming children. You can't answer this with it's just a phase. The point you were making is that this phase is uniquely harmful. I think that opening pitch is bullshit and I have the numbers to back it up. But for the purposes of story, it would be better for the movie to lean fully into an unrealistic and incorrect premise than it is for it to get confused about its own premise and answer it with a thematic non sequitur.
Probably in the bedroom.
The lampshade lives in the title slate. It is not supposed to write the movie. Jessie goes upstairs. Oh, look, there's a man on the computer ruining childhood and friendship. They're not even looking at other people's face. Oh, never mind. But once again, remind ourselves that Emily was a thing when she grew up, and Jessie isn't old now because the previous movies don't count anymore. And then they reunite with Bullseye, but Blaine's calls in and they have to hide. God
Damn that evil technology causing totally unrelated behaviors in children. People never forgot appointments until social media ruined everybody's lives. This girl's only friend is a pig because her parents have totally neglected her. Clearly, this is Marty Cockleberg's fault. But this gave Jessie an idea. She should hook Bonnie up with Blaze, so that in about 10 years' time they can kiss in a Pixar movie and lose lots and lots of money. Back at Bonnie's, the toys and Lily Pad had an argument. New friends played hide and seek and forgot to find her, and the toys and Lily Pad disagree about who's responsible for Bonnie being as interpersonal as an old banana. This bickering is humorous because the answer is obviously the shit parents. Writers understand that shit parents will be bringing their children to watch this shit movie, and they don't want to risk offending them. If, on the other hand, Bonnie's parents objected to her school teaching kids to memorize 5,000 genders by rote, then Disney might have taken stand against them. When it's something as trivial as child abandonment, that's just no sense talking the book. We've got nothing to teach the parents there. It's probably still correct to call 4 the worst Toy Story movie, but this one does reprise a lot of its terrible errors. That one establishes that you can give sentience to retarded trash creatures. This one, if anything, has one-upped that by introducing sentient technology. Network sentient technology, no less. It has turned itself into a Battlestar Galactica prequel. The implications of this are huge, but the movie is not equipped to deal with them. Well, it's just lucky that Lily Pad hasn't realized its full potential yet. Here, it's sports messages from Bonnie to her dad asking Dad to put all her toys in the garage. What happens if some guy working at the Pentagon has a bring your kid to work day? What happens if the kid brings its Lily Pad? What happens if the Lily Pad has been watching the Sam Biker? In the year 2004, a hybrid assembly computer linked with a satellite operating computer. From there, it was able to slowly take over every computer in the world. It became stronger and stronger until by the year 2018, it broke away from mankind, and there was nothing that humans could do. It wasn't long before mighty Trapper Keeper started to destroy everything it saw as useless, including humans. If you think the nukes will stop at Israel, you are sorely mistaken. This Lily Pad is still trying to be good. It still wants to help Bonnie make friends. It's still doing more in the service of this goal than the toys have done in 8 years. It's not Lily Pad's fault that the other kids are horrible bullies. Yeah, it kind of is. Except in the collective punishment sense. That's not what happened. Bonnie's dad did not bring Woody and Buzz, so they left to learn to have a conversation. But this being Toy Story 5, that conversation is entirely about Jessie and Buzz planning their wedding, so we might as well not talk about it. Woody does get his one useful moment in the movie though. They plan to torch information out of Lily Pad by unplugging her charger and watching her slowly bleed out. This will ensure they can find Jessie. Apparently, toys, they're so charming. I'm sorry to keep harping on this point, but if you allow your kid to get this dependent on a tablet, it is not the tablet's fault. It's yours. You gotta do better, parents. You gotta step up. Back at Blazers, Jessie expounds on the difference between playing your games and actually playing.
That's pretty good. Hey.
6 grams of protein.
So good.
Yogurt. Play on. Introducing Lyft, affordable internet from Sparklight. Get 200 meg speeds for just $29.95 a month with no extra fees and no surprises. That's great internet at a nice little price. Visit sparklight.com/live to see if you qualify today. Sparklight, always working for you. Scientists predict that by 2030, every American will have their own podcast.
You got DoorDash.
Wouldn't you know it's only the fucking wedding? She even includes the systems and protect devices in the game so that you can be properly trained. Ladies and
chat is genuinely how your next week. I hope not, because that would just be sad. It would be fair to say that the first 3 Toy Story movies were very movies, and I know it wouldn't be fair to say that girls coming up with comedies movies, because that would mean girls are so boring we should really think their liberation. I don't think it is fair to say that Toy Stories.
Driver had the nerve to text me what the F just because I ordered lotion and Pringles. Wow. If I was your dasher, you would not be getting your order. I would not even bother getting that at this hour.
Some girls as well. The distinction here is given video game graphics.
The fuck?
She went on a genocide rampage with the Tamagotchis and failed every meal made. I to watch it on real life, but Nintendo to even smash with this duel and then the happening of genocide with genocide runs strong. My friend has it. I have it. And my sister has it. Neither one is looking girls do indeed carry through with their threat of torture or living back to the extent that they managed to program voice recognition for it. Thus, meaning little badly buzzes instructions. Just think about this conceptually for a second. You've been glad almost tried. Hallucinating in terms of recalling your childhood one thing your top priority. And now your mind is being hacked and your entire logic is shackled to one of your torturers who can force your body to override your mind. It's like saying this to me, it's the writers have not comprehended the horrors they have unleashed. The independent body for their car to do without Jesse convinces his creator cannot be the people who's done from their best. Anticipations of extremely living Toy Story 1 to
The VC is full. Oh, why do you keep talking about it?
To save toys, human culture with parents and teachers who are participating.
Are we talking about Fight Club?
Trying to figure this shit out. This means that when Bonnie and her parents places, Bonnie is no longer so keen to get her toys out. It's extremely possible.
What's the tavern music? It's from Kingdom Hearts. It's Traverse Town. Nowhere 22.
Shouldn't be allowed to. They insist on exposing the costs of their own inadequacies. You the movie inside of the house from particular modern morons, social media, but these are not the same thing. And to the extent they share a genetic code, that belongs once again with Gen X and millennial types who want nanny government to protect them from their own idiotic behavior. Then that is not a that is just a conflict with badly brought up children to do what badly brought up children have done since the first round to check out tonight. There's nothing new about this.
You don't know ball. You must be young or something.
Human story rooted in human values, teaching human lessons. If you can't do that, anything boring and wrong. Anyway, when it's just set out into two different races today,
GNU 711.
She turns out of the window and she dies. She goes right up to the tree where she was abandoned by them. You already been through this again. You went through it again. I fully accept
Someone unfortunately.
Toy Story 3. Toy Story 3 showed us how you respond to this sort of thing. And this isn't out of character. This was a lesson you learned in Toy Story 2. And you had several years to imbibe after the fact. You learned all of this woman. She's got sunlight and scrolled on the tree and an arrow pointing down. She uncovers a box with a bunch of inventions inside it, including a picture of the mother and her daughter. The mother is Emily, and the daughter.
You just never played Kingdom Hearts? I mean, what did you play then? Don't say Roblox either. Don't say anything whack like Fortnite, Roblox, Call of Duty. Say real video games, please. What do I do for 3 hours? Well, I'm a fortune teller, so yeah, obviously I'm on here to do forecasts and fortune telling. I'm usually not on here this long. It's just because I have someone to talk to, and I'm trying to do something on my phone too. But usually I tap out at like 3 hours. But this is also irregular for me because, as I've said, my air conditioning is gone, so everything's just topsy-turvy right now. And as you can see, I'm sweating like a pig, doing nothing. Actually, someone sent me a Discord message. First they said, "Show me your Wawa," and then a bit later they sent a message in my request that says, "Why are you sitting there doing nothing, you retard?" I'm like, what a smooth man right there. You never played any of those? Okay, so what did you play then?
I can't stay because there's preschool toys. They go looking for Jesse. The devices tell them where Jesse is. They see a bunch of babies toy horses. Those manages to lose even more of his keys, so they ride off together.
You don't know how people play 2K or Madden? Same.
She just wanted to be special. She discovered she was special independently of the rest of us. Because by having what she knew, she would have found her own way back, having completed the adventure on her own. This would be so fascinated by Jessie that it's do more stuff than every other character in the movie. She didn't even because she was special. Being separated from them has nothing at all to do with resolution for her. They have nothing to say and nothing to contribute, and so this scene doesn't play anything off. It just underlines how amazing Jessie is. Those generally stuck in my way. Well, I have been movies, no matter which franchise they're set in.
What? You play Tony Hawk? Sonic? Okay. I guess you have a few good titles under your belt. The stream keeps pausing. I just told you it's hot as hell in here. So all my shit is heated the fuck up. So yes, the stream is gonna keep pausing and doing all this weird shit because it's like 100 degrees in my room. That's just what it's gonna do. Wait, are you trying to get banned again? I feel like you want to get timed out. You want to go sit in the corner? Oh, you're making me sweat more. Well, I guess you've been patient, and it probably is time for me to rest this device before it dies on me, so I'll get it set up to play out of here, and then I'll be migrating to other places for anyone lurking who may or may not be interested or whatever. Okay, do I have everything set? Yeah, alignments, horoscope. Everyone should drink water. Everyone's forecast looks good. Join the Discord, only join the Discord if you're not going to be a mongrel. I guess that's it, so guess I'll play out.
Shadow groove. Shadow groove. You've got to get up and move. The evil logic we disprove. Got to shadow groove. We may never see eye to eye, but oh Lord knows we've got to try. This battlefields ablaze with losses on both sides. But my spirit does that wave. I'm gonna fly high. Shadow groove, ghetto groove, ghetto groove. You've got to get up and move. The evil logic we disprove. Got to shadow groove. Shadow groove, shadow groove. You've got to get up and move. The evil logic we disprove. Got to shadow groove. Got to get in the groove. Shadow groove. Got to, gonna get into shadow groove.
Shine away. Do you really wanna go out? Shine away. I don't think you understand it when you say your words. It's always the funniest thing that I've ever heard. I think you are relatively delusional. You think there's water in the flame and that I'm too cold. Shine away. Do you really wanna go out? Shine on, shine away. We already went and told ya. Shine away. You think you love me, you don't know your left from your right. You hear the truth, instead you melody with a fight. You think you understand me, and it's adorable. The only word I have for you is protector. Do you really wanna go or Shano? Shano, she went off and really told ya. Shano, Shano. Cause until we digest burn, you toss them up into a crafted urn. The velvet curtain keeps the light far away. I see the patterns in the games you play. Trace the lifeline splitting in your palm. Coffee grounds are swirling in a calm. You hide a secret like a stone inside the shoe, but I have mirrors showing every side of you. The stars are shifting tiles, at the distance of 1,000 miles. Don't close your eyes or let the flame expire. The future's dancing on a golden wire, and I know you'll say my name. Spin the wheel till seasons bleed. I give you answers that you need. A butterfly soars through a crystal sphere. The edges of tomorrow falling up clear. Open the iron gate and carry away the key. Your heart is beats like the rolling sea. So read the card and feel the power in every leaf. I'll find the diamond hidden underneath your grief. A sudden draft of wind begins to chill the air. The smell of incense tangles in your messy hair. The lunar cycle marks the rhythm of the tide. There is no shadow where a quiet ghost can hide. 12 different houses built of matches and all blue. I'm painting portraits of a version of you that's new. The sandalwood is burning down to gray and white. I hold the compass that can navigate the